Hello, good evening. Am I audible? Anyone can confirm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I am Riya Tutwal. I am doing PhD under the supervision of Professor Sudeep Mishra at IIT Kharagpur, and today we are going to discuss the questions related to different weeks. So some questions we have already covered. I have included those just to check whether you have revised those questions or not, and some are new questions. So today we are only going to discuss the questions. But before that, last week someone has asked that what is Matter protocol. So is he joined? Last class someone asked that what is Matter protocol. Okay, if he is not here, I'll tell you that what exactly it is. I'll just give the definition and provide you two links, and if you want to explore more, you can go through those links. So basically, Meta protocol is first discovered in 2019 in order to make communication possible between different smart devices, and officially it is launched in November 2022. So for different kind of devices, smart devices which are available in the market, to make the communication possible between these devices, Matter protocol can be used. Basically it assigns the IP addresses to different devices, and with the help of those IP addresses the data can be exchanged between these devices. Now these are the two links I'll provide you. You can go through these links if you want to explore more that how this Meta protocol exactly works. Okay, now we will start with questions. So first question is, which of the following areas are identified as IoT enablers? Options are RFID. Please mute yourself. Yeah. Options are RFID, smart networks, nanotechnology, all of these.
All of these. All of these.
All of these. Right. So all these, that is RFID, smart network, nanotechnology, all these are IoT enablers. Next question is, which of the following is a digital sensor? So options are KY013, LX1972, DHT11, LM35D.
DHT11.
DHT11. Okay. Anyone else?
LM35D.
LM35D. Okay. Anyone else?
DHT11.
DHT11. Right. DHT11 is your digital sensor. So basically its full form is only digital humidity temperature 11 sensor. So correct answer for this is DHT 11. Next question is, which of the following is considered as long range radio used in IoT? Options are Bluetooth, RFID, LoRa, none of these. These are the questions which I have taken from previous session only.
Laura.
Laura. Every one of you should be able to answer these questions. Okay, Laura. Anyone else? Anyone else? Which of the following is considered as long range radio used in IoT? Bluetooth, RFID, LoRa, none of them.
It's option C, Laura.
Right, option C, LoRa is correct. Wait, I'm getting a call. Give me 2 minutes. हेलो भैया खड्डा में रख दो. कोड तो मेरे पास नहीं आ रहा है. तो रुकिए, नहीं आया है आज भी. ठीक है, नहीं तो आप ठीक है, नहीं तो आप फिर शॉप पे छोड़ देना. So next question is, solenoid valve find application in blank equipment. Options are both hydraulic and electrical, both electrical and pneumatic, both electrical and mechanical, both hydraulic and pneumatic.
C number.
Which one?
C.
Yeah.
A.
C.
Both hydraulic and electric.
A. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Correct option for this is D, both hydraulic and pneumatic. Basically, your solenoid valve is used to control the pressure which is either generated by fluid or gases. So, hydraulic and pneumatic. Next question is, which of the following connects an IoT LAN with WAN and to the internet? Options are IoT node, IoT proxy, IoT gateway, IoT network.
IoT gate.
Option C, IoT gateway.
C. Yeah.
Anyone else? C. Yes. IoT gateway is correct option for this. Next question is, which of the following is not a function of IoT gateways? Options are switching, firewall and VPN services, protocol conversion, none of the above.
D.
Anyone?
D. Option A, switching.
Okay, anyone else? Switching. Okay, anyone else?
Call conversion.
What? Can you please repeat? So So correct option for this is none of the above, because all the three, that is switching, firewall and VPN services, protocol conversion, are the functions of your IoT gateways. Next question is, which of the following is not a characteristic of IoT? Options are intermittent connectivity, ambiguous naming and addressing, scalable architecture, abundance of sleeping
B.
modes.
Ambiguous name.
C.
B,
C.
B, B,
D
B,
or
B.
B? B. Yes, because the naming which is used in IoT should be unambiguous. So correct option is B, that is ambiguous naming and addressing should not be there in IoT. Next question is, rack and pinion is an example of blank actuator. Options are hydrodynamic, electrical, mechanical, none of
Mechanical.
these. Mechanical. Okay, anyone else? I have taken these questions from already discussed sessions. So at least for these questions you all should be able to answer.
Mechanical.
Right, mechanical is correct. Next question is, identify the components given here. So this is the figure. So options are temperature sensor, tilt sensor, sensor, pressure sensor.
Tilt sensor.
Tilt sensor. Okay, anyone else?
D.
B. Okay, anyone else? No? Others can try. Okay, I'll tell you B is incorrect. Now, others at least do guessing work.
D,
Option
D.
D. D. Pressure sensor.
D. Yes, it is a pressure sensor. So basically, at this point, see my cursor. At this point, you have to exert pressure in order to check the pressure which is exerted by an object. So correct option for this is D. Next question is, fill in the blank. V2V communication represent blank, whereas V2R communication represent blank. Options are vehicle to vehicle, vehicle to relay, V is vehicle to vendor, vehicle to roadside, C is vehicle to vendor, vehicle to relay, D is vehicle to vehicle, and vehicle
Option
to
D.
roadside. Option D. Okay, anyone else?
I'm option D.
Right, option D is correct. V2V is vehicle to vehicle and V2R is vehicle to roadside. Next question is, which of the following is not an application of IoT? Options are connected vehicles, smart cities, smart parking,
D.
Delay.
Option D. Option
Ma'am,
D.
D.
Option
Ma'am,
Relay.
D.
right. Option D is correct. Relay is not an application. Next question is, SDN stands for, options are sensor defined networking, software defined networking, service defined networking, selection
B.
defined
Ma'am, B.
networking.
Software defined networking.
Service defined
Right.
networking.
It's
No,
option
no,
B.
it's software defined networking. Option B is correct. Next question is, which of the following is a component in typical sensor network? Options are
All of
sink,
these.
gateway,
All of
router,
these.
all of these. All of these. Okay,
All of
anyone
these.
else? Right, all of these is correct. Next question is, which of the following represent characteristic
All
of
of
big
these.
data? Options are volume, value, velocity,
D.
all of
All of
these.
these.
Okay,
D. All
anyone
of
else?
these.
Right, D is correct. Next question is, what is the standard form of DSRC in wireless communication? Options are distributed short range communication, dedicated short range communication, distributed smart range communication, dedicated smart range
It's option A,
communication.
distributed short range communication.
Yes, ma'am.
A
Distributed
option distributed smart range.
short range. A.
Anyone else? Okay, A is incorrect. Now others
B
reply.
dedicated short range.
I think C.
Yes, it's no, it's B, dedicated short range communication. Next question is, which of the following is a feature of smart parking? Options are parking
All.
stop time for
D now.
D.
drivers, reduces traffic congestion, increases urban mobility.
D all of
D.
these.
D.
Okay, yes, D is correct. All of these. Next question is, you can execute Python programs within Raspberry Pi,
True.
true or false?
True.
Right. This statement is true. Next question is, which among the following Internet of Things devices require an operating system? Options are Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Node MCU,
Option B,
none of
Raspberry
these.
Pi.
Okay, anyone else?
B.
I
B.
think it's D, none of these.
No, B.
None of these. Okay, anyone else? It's B, Raspberry Pi, because the operating system which is officially used
Raspberry.
is Raspbian. However, you can use other operating systems also. For example, your Kali Linux, OSMC, Windows 10 IoT Core. There are various others also. So now, can anyone tell? Okay, uh, what is the difference between your Arduino and Raspberry Pi? Anyone?
Ma'am, Raspberry Pi is a operating system, small single board computer.
No. Raspberry Pi is not an operating
Single
system.
board computer.
Raspbian, ha, you can say that it is a single board computer, basically microprocessor.
Uh,
And what is
Arduino is
Arduino?
Microcontroller.
software on
What?
software on
That is Arduino IDE, not Arduino. What is Arduino?
It's one of the
Microcontroller.
software tool.
No, Arduino is not a software tool.
Is an open source platform which is consists of hardware and software.
Okay, and no, this
It
is
is
not correct.
microcontroller.
Anyone else? Microcontroller, right. Arduino is your microcontroller,
yes,
whereas Raspberry Pi
microprocessor.
is your microprocessor. Right. Now, can anyone tell me the difference between your microcontroller and microprocessor? Hello?
In microprocessor, internal storage
Anyone?
will be there.
In microprocessor, okay, and microcontroller?
If we consider Raspberry Pi, there is a storage will be there. Means SD card we are going to use for Raspberry Pi.
But basically, in Raspberry Pi, you are going to add external storage. It's not there. Inbuilt storage is not there in microprocessor, right? Because in Raspberry Pi, you have to insert external SD card. Basically, microcontroller has only the capability of controlling the things. And that only your controller part, right? your logic controller part is there. However, in case of your microprocessor, along with your controlling unit, that unit in output ports. However, in the case of the yeah, now what are you saying?
I'm saying in Arduino Uno board we have digital pin as well as analog pins, so we can do the communication board.
Yeah, but basically the main function I'm telling, the main difference between the microcontroller and microprocessor is that in case of your microcontroller, these pins are only used for controlling the things. Okay. Yeah, so here I have given the definition, I haven't given, but yeah, so this is the only difference between your microcontroller and microprocessor. So microprocessor have other components also. For example, storage unit, there can be storage unit, there can be input output ports, and there are also logic unit plus your control unit. However, in case of your microcontroller, there are only control units. Next question is, in journal, the target tracking problem consists of a WSN whose nodes are strategically or randomly deployed across the sensor field. Is the statement true? Yes or no?
Yes, true.
Okay, anyone else? Yeah, this statement is true. Next question is, match the following. So this we have done last week only, I guess. So here the sensors are given, and then the purpose. Basically, these are not sensors, these are the for, revolutions which take place in industry. So you have to match. Now tell me the correct option.
Fourth is industrial.
It's
Four is
first
D1.
one, 3D 4C, first one.
D node.
Fourth one is D1.
D1.
Industrial evolution. So I think D1 is correct.
D.
Yes, ma'am. D1.
Okay, anyone else?
But industrial revolution is
Option A.
yeah.
A. Anyone else?
Option A, ma'am.
Right, option A is correct. So basically 1B means first industrial revolutions mean mechanized production. After that, once mechanized production starts, then using this you can do mass production. So during your second revolution, mass production started. After then your IoT came into industrial internet. No, after that your internet evolution and automation take place, which is your third industrial revolution, and in the fourth industrial revolution your industrial internet of things came into picture. So correct option for this is A. Next question is, which of the following is true for given command? Random 10. So first is, gives the random number within the range 0 to 10. Second is within the range 1 to 10. Third is 0 to 9. And fourth one is, reset the pseudo random number generator with seed value 10.
C. C, ma'am.
Okay, anyone else?
Option C.
Anyone
Option
else?
C gives
It's
the random number within the range of 0.
correct option for this is A.
0 and 1.
Yes. not 0 and 1, 0 to
0
10.
and 10, sorry.
Right. So with random 10 you can generate random number between 0 to 10. So yeah, so sometime if you get an question like, basically your 0 and 10 should also be there in the range because you have used here square bracket. So if someone will use only the that parenthesis, then that option will be wrong. Okay, if I'll write something like this here, then this option will be wrong. Okay, clear to everyone? So if you'll get a question in your exam like this, then the correct option for this will be B. So first option means between 0 to 10. It will not include 0 and 10. However, B option means it will include 0 and 10 also. So correct option for this will be second one. Next question is, no matter how big an SDN network become, we can never have more than one SDN controller. True or false?
False.
Anyone else? Yes, this statement is false because you can have more than one SDN controllers. Next question is, does 6LoWPAN allow interoperability between IEEE 802.15.4 based wireless devices and other IP based devices? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Anyone else?
A option, yes.
Right, option A is correct. Next question is, in smart grid communication, the gateway acts as a link between smart meter and data aggregator unit. True or false?
True.
Option A true.
A true.
Right, option A is correct. This statement is true. Next question is, how many digital input output pins are there in Arduino Uno? 14,
A14.
54, 11, 16.
It's option A 14.
A14.
Right, A is correct. 14 digital input output pins are there in Arduino Uno. Next question is, with software defined IoT, it is possible to control the individual physical sensor and actuator nodes as well as rule placement of the backbone network remotely by suitable orchestration and software. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Anyone
it's
else?
true. Role placement.
Okay, anyone else? Yes, this statement is true. Next question is, so two statements are given, you have to tell which statement is true and which is false. So statement 1 is, aliasing error occur if the input variable or added noise changes periodically at frequency proportional to multiple of sampling rate. Statement 2 is, if the signal is monitored digitally, the sampling frequency can cause a dynamic error triggering aliasing error. So option A is both the statements are false, B is both the statements are true, C is one is false, two is true, D is one is true, two is false.
Option is B, ma'am.
Option B, both are true. Anyone else? Anyone else? No?
Both the statements are true, ma'am.
Right, both the statements are true. Next question is, what are the vulnerabilities that may exist in smart grid? Physical threat, availability, dynamic system
See,
attacks, all of these.
Option D, all of these.
Anyone else? We have discussed this last week only.
C, ma'am.
Option D is correct. All of these. Next question is, which component of UMB converts physical devices into virtually abstracted one as described by a universal device template? Options are UMB-A, UMB-C, UDT mapping, UMB-B.
A1 UMBA.
A, okay. Anyone else?
A doctor.
Anyone else? Yes, it's UMB-A. And can anyone tell me the functionality of UMB-C? Anyone? No? Routing the data? Am I correct? Okay, so basically UMB have two components. First one is UMB-A and UMB-C. UMB-A is responsible for converting your physical devices into virtually abstracted one, and UMB-C is responsible for the exchange of data, basically the routing of data to the exact device where the sender wants to send. Next question is, suppose there are two organizations A and B, both of which provide cloud services. Any user can access the cloud of A free of cost, whereas only the employees of organization B can access the cloud of B. Also, B has set up its cloud for only its own needs. With respect to the cloud infrastructure provided by A and B, you have to tell whether A is public cloud or private and B is public or private. So option A is A private, B public, B is A public, B private, C is A public, B public, and D is both are private.
Ma'am, B.
B option.
A public and B private.
A public
D,
and
D.
B1 A public and B private.
right. Option B is correct. That is A is public and B private. Because in the statement it is given that for A anyone can use the services. However, for B only the employees of that particular organization can use the services of the cloud. So correct option is B. That is A public cloud and B private cloud. Next question is, in optimal geographical density control algorithm, a node blank if its coverage area is completely covered. Options are wake up, start listening, sleeps, back off.
C sleeps.
Ma'am, C. Sleeps.
Option C, C.
B.
Sleeps.
Right, sleeps is correct.
C.
Next question is, what is the maximum size of hop limit in 6 low pan packet format? Options are 8-bit unsigned integer, 16-bit unsigned integer, 8-bit signed integer, 16-bit
Ma'am,
signed
8-bit
integer.
unsigned integer.
Yeah.
A1.
Unsigned integer.
It's
B.
option A.
Right, option A is correct. 8-bit unsigned integer. Next question is, state whether true or false. It is not possible to return multiple values from a function in Python. True or false?
False.
False. Anyone else?
False.
False.
This false because you can return multiple value in from a function in Python. Next question is the physical layer of sigfox modulates signal using blank in the uplink direction sorry and blank in the downlink direction. Options are
JFSK.
okay. Anyone? Someone saying
It's option D,
D1.
DBPSK.
option B, DBPSK and GFSK.
Yeah, GFSK in the downlink of.
Yes, it's option B. So basically, the physical layer of sigfox modulates signal using DBPSK in the uplink direction and GFSK in the downlink direction. Next question is let us consider that multimedia data are coming as an interdecipherable mass without structure. It represents which characteristic of big data? Variability, veracity, volume, velocity.
हाँ, एक किलो
Anyone?
Option C, volume.
Volume. Okay. Anyone else?
Variability.
Variability. Okay. Anyone else?
Volume.
What?
it's C volume.
C. Volume. Okay. It's variability. Basically, it is showing that the type of data. Basically, the data is in decipherable and without structure. So it is telling about the type of data which is coming. So it's variability. It is not showing that how much data it is coming from the device or how much data they are sending. So how it can be a volume. Next question is system A has a storage of 10 terabyte while B has a storage of 10 KB. Which among the following options give the most correct association of A and B, assuming the standard specification and difference between cloud and fog computing? Option A is A cloud, B fog, B is A fog, B cloud, C none of these.
A1.
Uh, then D
It's
A
option A cloud, B fog.
Option A cloud and B fog.
A cloud, B fog, right? Because the storage for A is 10 terabyte, which is greater as compared to the storage which is provided by B, that is 10 kilobyte. So it's A. Next question is a certain industrial application require the use of wireless solution for networking sensors deployed on a factory floor. The major requirement of the application is to ensure that all of its this number of devices are uniquely addressable without using any subnets. Which of the following protocol is suitable for this application? Options are Wi-Fi,
Wireless HUD.
Bluetooth, ISA 100.11a, wireless HART. Anyone?
D wireless HUD.
Anyone else?
Option C. It's a guess.
Option C is C. Basically, ISA 100.11a was the standard which was developed only for industrial application. So basically, with the help of this standard, these different devices or different machines which are there in industrial area can communicate with each other. So correct option for this is C. Next question is suppose data is getting collected from different sensor sources. However, the user needs to get a uniform view of data. Which of the following needs to be done to satisfy the aforementioned requirement? Options are cleaning, integration, redundancy mitigation, none of these.
C.
What? Can you please repeat?
Redundancy mitigation.
Okay, anyone else?
Option B, integration.
Okay, anyone else?
None of these.
So correct option for this is integration because the user wants the uniform view of the data. So basically the data which you are getting from different sources, first of all you have to integrate that. So correct option is integration. Next question is what is the purpose of following sketch? So this is the sketch given. Void setup serial begin 9600, void loop serial time 80. So option A, send a signal to pin 80 on the Arduino board. B, send an octal number of 80 through the serial pins. C, send a byte with value 80
A
to
number.
serial pins. Send the hexadecimal number of 80 through serial pins.
C
A.
option, send a byte with
A.
value 80 through the serial port.
Anyone else?
A number.
Yeah, so correct option for this is C. Next question is which among the following technologies allow an organization that does not have access to physical IoT devices to still get IoT based services through virtualized sensor and virtualized sensor networks? Options are sensor cloud, B software defined networking, C is ad hoc routing, D is none of these.
SDN
SDN,
Sensor cloud.
sensor cloud. Okay, anyone else?
does not have access to physical IoT.
Correct option for this is sensor cloud. Basically with the help of sensor cloud you can get access to different sensors, and basically it's not compulsory that a particular sensor is used by a particular person or a particular organization only. So at a same time different organizations or different applications can use the same sensor at the same time at the particular instant of time. So that virtualization is provided by your sensor cloud. Next question is a smart home installation requires multiple sensors to be connected to a home based hub. The requirement for minimum connection distance between the devices if in a mesh configuration or between the device and hub if following a direct connection is 60 meter. Which of the following wireless connectivity solution is suitable for this installation? Options are Z-Wave, Zigbee, both Z-Wave and Zigbee, none of these.
Option A, Z-Wave.
Z-Wave.
Z-Wave, okay, anyone else? Yeah, correct option for this is Z-Wave. Next question is, uh, let us consider that in an electric grid, energy generation is done in a centralized manner. Additionally, energy is getting distributed only from power plant to industry. Finally, it requires manual monitoring and restoration of energy. Please mute yourself. Which of the
Option
following?
B, traditional smart
Please
In
electric
mute
grid.
additional
yourself.
electric grid.
consider that in an electric grid, energy generation is done in centralized manner. Additionally, energy is getting distributed only from the power plant to industry. Finally, it requires manual monitoring and restoration of the grid. Which of the following represent the aforementioned electric grid? Options are smart grid, traditional electric grid, isolated grid, none of these.
Option B.
B. Traditional
Yeah,
grid.
option B, traditional electric grid.
Yes, it's a traditional electric grid. So option B is correct. Next question is, which of the following is true about ancient architecture? Options are uses XML for description, follows software oriented architecture, tied to dedicated software, all of these.
All of these, ma'am.
A.
B option, all of these.
Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am, all of this.
Okay, anyone else?
It's option A, uses XML for description.
Right, it's option A, uses XML for description. Next question is, which among the following libraries in Python do you use to generate plot graphs?
Matplotlib.
NumPy, Time,
It's option
Matplotlib.
C, matplotlib.
Yes, ma'am. Option C.
Okay. Yes, it's option C. Next question is, a Zigbee based processor generates 1 million symbols per hour. This Zigbee uses 915 MHz band with data rate of 250 kbps using BPSK with an allocation of 4 bits per symbol. What is the time taken to transfer 1 million symbols? Options are 32 seconds, 20 seconds, 8 seconds, 16 seconds. Okay, everyone calculate this. Use copy and pen. Anyone?
Can you tell us how to calculate this? I don't know this question.
Okay, anyone who knows how to solve this? No? Okay. So first of all, in the question it is given that your Zigbee processor is generating 1 million symbol per hour. Okay, and now you have to calculate that how much time it will take in order to transfer these symbols, that is 1 million symbols. Now it is given as the data rate is 250 kbps. So data rate is basically at what rate you are sending the data. So it means that you are sending 250 kilobyte data in 1 second. Fine. 250 kilobyte data in 1 second. 250 kilobits, sorry, it's small b, so it is bits. Now how much time it will take to send one bit? Simple unitary method. If it is taking 1 second to send 250 kb data, then how much time will it take to send one bit? Anyone?
1 by 250.
Right, 1 by 250 kb. Now you have to calculate the time for sending 1 million symbol. So in 1 million symbol, the number of bits will be, it is given that 4 bits are there in one symbol. So total bits is 4 million, right? So in order to send 4 millions, what is the time? 4 million multiplied by 1 by 250 kb. So this is the calculation, basically 250 data in 1 second. So 1 bit data, in order to send 1 bit data, the time taken is 1 by 250 kb seconds. So in order to send 4 millions, 400 divided by 250 kb, so it is 16 seconds. This is simple unitary method, nothing else. You just have to know what exactly is data rate. That's it. Clear for everyone?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So these kind of question, that is simple unitary method question, probability based question, just simple formulas where you have to add the data or you have to add the time, you can get these kind of questions in your exam. Next question is, in smart grid, the exchange sensor readings along with the feedback control signal were manipulated. Which of the following represent the aforementioned security issue? Options are data injection attack, covert attack, time synchronization attack, replay attack.
A.
Okay, anyone else? Yes.
I think B option.
No, no, it's A, data injection attack.
Okay.
Next question is, what is the standard form of DLNA? Options are Digital Living Network Alliance, B is Domestic Living Network Alliance, C is Digital Living Network Authority, D is Distributed Living Network Alliance. Anyone?
Option A.
A option.
Option A.
Option A is
Digital.
correct, that is Digital Living Network Alliance. Next question is, consider that only the following match field based flow rule is installed within OpenFlow enabled SDN switch and no other flow rules are present. So this is the that is your ingress port is 90, source IP address is given as 10.15.16.20, then egress port is 100. It means that if a packet with source IP address this arrives at port 90, then the switch should forward it to port 100. Now a packet with source IP address 10.56.78.100 arrives at port 40. Which among the following will be the correct action which is taken by the switch? Options are: switch drops the packet, switch send packet in message to controller, switch forwards the packet to port 100, switch forward the packet to port 90.
It's option B.
Option B. Okay, anyone else?
Option B.
Yes, option B is correct because there is no flow rule associated with this IP. Okay, so in that case, it will send a packet in message to the controller. Next question is: while designing a communication protocol, the following are the requirements. Of, requirements are: should be able to send large number of signals simultaneously, should not depend on sender receiver synchronization. Which of the following modulation technique would be suitable for such a scenario? Options are: direct sequence spread spectrum, B is quadrature phase shift keying, C is frequency hopping spread spectrum, none of these. Anyone?
It's option A.
Option A. Okay. Anyone else?
QPSK.
Anyone
क्या
else?
बोला?
So correct option for this question is A, that. Yeah, so I'll repeat the question. Yeah. So a packet is transferred from a source A to destination B in a network according to following path, that is A to X, then Y, then Z, and then to B, where X, Y, Z are the intermediate routers. The processing time to decide on which route to forward the packet at each router is 2 milliseconds, while the packet transfer time between two router as well as between router and source and destination is 10 millisecond. Determine the total time that it takes for a packet to go from A to B, considering each router along with the way to process the packet. Options are 10 millisecond, 46 millisecond, 54 ms, 40 ms. So basically the time between source and destination is given as 10 ms and processing time of each router is 2 ms. Anyone?
Ma'am D.
D. Okay, anyone else? Okay, sorry, I told you wrong. Between two hops, the distance, the time is 10 millisecond. It's not between the sender and the receiver. So basically from A to X it's 10, from X to Y it's 10, from Y to Z it's 10, and from Z to B it's 10. So the total time, transmission time is 10 plus 10
46.
plus 10 plus 10, 40.
40.
And in
46.
between there are three intermediate routers where some processing will take place. So at X it will take 2 ms, at Y it will take 2 ms, and at Z it will take 2 ms. So total
46.
40 plus 6, which is 46. So correct option for this is B. An RFID system is used for tracking assets spread over an area of 800 by 800 square meter. Which of the following antennas is best suited for this system? Options are HF RFID antenna, UHF RFID antenna, VHF RFID antenna.
It's option B.
Option B. Anyone else?
Option C.
No, correct option for this is B. That is UHF RFID antenna. Okay, tell me one thing. This link is available on NPTEL site only, right? This Google Meet link.
Yeah, announcement mail also will come.
Okay, so any outsider are not able to get that link. Is it correct? Or anyone can
Yes.
access that?
No,
We
no. Those who have enrolled for this can
enroll for
only get
the
that mail.
Okay, fine. Next question is, a programmer is writing a Python code having several functions. He or she needs to use a variable that can be accessed from any function present in the program. Additionally, the value of that variable may vary. Which of the following variable types satisfy such criteria? Options are local variable, constant variable, global variable, all of these.
Global.
Global. Okay, anyone else?
it's option C global.
Option C. Right. Option C is correct. Global variable. Next question is, as a user of software as a service by a cloud computing service provider, you can constantly worried about having to always keep the software in the latest update version manually. True or false?
False.
Option B false.
Yeah,
Right.
false.
False.
False. Next question is, which among the following is a striking difference between CPS from M to M? Options are inclusion of a compulsory feedback system in CPS, B is inclusion of compulsory feedback system in M to M, CPS and M to M have no difference, none of these. Anyone?
Option A.
Anyone else? Yes, correct option for this is A. That is, in case of CPS, there is an inclusion of compulsory feedback system. Next question is, a programmer needs to execute a Python code that requires RAM support of 1 GB, SD RAM, quad cortex. So this is the A53 at the rate to 1.2 gigahertz CPU, 400 megahertz video core, 4 GPU and 802.11 wireless communications port. Select the appropriate device where the code can be executed. Options are Raspberry Pi 0, Raspberry Pi 2 Model B, Raspberry Pi 3 Model B, Arduino.
3 Model B.
Anyone else?
It's option C.
Right. Option C, that is Raspberry Pi 3 Model B is appropriate device. Next question is, security and integrity are very important for which of the following cloud service models?
All of
Options
these.
are software as a service, platform as a
Of
service,
this.
infrastructure as a service, all of these.
All of
Option
these.
D all of these.
All of these.
Yes, all of these is correct. Next question is Bluetooth technology uses blank modulation scheme and blank technique to avoid interference. Options are A is DQPSK and FHSS, B is GFSK and FHSS, C is DQPSK and DSSS, D is GFSK and DSSS.
It's option B.
Option B. Anyone else?
Option A.
Option A. Correct option for this is B. That is GFSK modulation scheme and FHSS technique to avoid interference. Next question is which of the following best determines the SDN controller switch architecture? Options are centralized, decentralized, distributed, does not matter.
Centralized.
Centralized. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Is
Central.
centralized.
Centralized. So option A is correct. Next question is RFID stands for blank. Options are radio
B.
frequent identifier, radio frequency identification, relay frequency identifier, relay frequent identification.
Answer B.
Option B.
B. B.
Radio frequency identification.
B1.
Right, option B is correct. Next question is identify the component given below. So options are so this is the figure. Options are temperature
Humidity
and
sensor.
humidity, both temperature and humidity.
Temperature sensor.
It's option C. Both temperature and humidity.
Both.
Right,
Both.
right. Both temperature and humidity sensor is correct. Next question is which function in Arduino is analogous to main function in C or C++? Options are setup, loop, init, main.
Set of.
Setup. Option A.
Option A setup is correct. Next question is HCSR04 is HCSR04 is a blank sensor. Options are ultrasonic distance, humidity, temperature, none of these.
Option A.
Option A, that is ultrasonic sensor. Next question is which of the following offers heterogeneous computing nodes distributed over a wide area to perform large tasks? Options are cluster computing, cloud computing, grid computing, utility computing.
Heterogeneous.
It
Anyone?
comes.
It's grid computing.
Right, grid computing is correct. Next question is typically what are the types of users or end devices that may be possible in cloud computing? Options are thick and thin, B is thick thin mobile, thick and mobile, thin and mobile.
It's option B. Thick, thin, and mobile.
Yes, it's option B. So, thick, thin, and mobile devices are possible in cloud computing. Next question is true or false? LoRa is short range radio. True or
False.
false?
True. True.
True.
True.
Anyone else?
False, madam. LoRa is a long range radio.
Right. So this statement is false. Next question is what nature of decisions are enabled on integrating SDN with IoT? Options are this is repeated? No. Options are centralized, coordinated, distributed, decentralized.
It's coordinated.
Right. So decisions are decision taken by these controllers are coordinated. Next question is Raspberry Pi has blank GB internal storage 3041.
Zero.
Zero.
0.
B option 0.
Right. 0 is correct because externally you have to add card in your Raspberry Pi. Next question is, what is the full form of TCAM in SDN switches? Options are temporary content addressable memory, B is transmission content addressable memory, C is transfer content addressable memory, D is ternary content addressable memory.
Ternary content.
Option D.
D1.
Right, it's ternary content addressable memory. Next question is, which of the following is the root in Zigbee network? Options are Zigbee coordinator, Zigbee router, Zigbee end device, any of the above.
Option A.
Coordinator.
A coordinator. Okay, anyone else? Yes, it's option A, that is Zigbee coordinator. Next question is, fill in the blank. Coverage algorithms are centralized, blank, decentralized, blank, localized. Options are and or and or.
I think C.
That is or and. So your coverage algorithms are centralized or decentralized and localized. Anyone else?
Option C.
Option C.
Option C is correct because algorithms can either be centralized or decentralized and localized. Next question is, which of the following features in cloud computing refers to rapid and automatic resource allocation? Options are resource pooling, measure service, on demand service, rapid elasticity.
It's option D. Rapid elasticity.
Yeah.
Elasticity.
D. Yeah. D1 is correct.
Yes, rapid elasticity is correct. Next question is, what is the command in Linux for generating public or private authentication key pair? Options are keygen, SSH key, SSH gen key, SSH keygen.
Option C.
C. Anyone else?
It's option D. SSH keygen.
Yes, option D is correct. SSH key gen. Next question is, true or false? Changes in network prefixes does not affect the remote anchor point to which the IoT gateways are attached. Is this statement true or false?
False.
False. Anyone else?
Change. False.
False. Okay, anyone else?
So option A. True.
True. Yes, this statement is true.
Okay.
Next question is, how many axis data does a typical accelerometer in smartphone provide? Options are 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyone?
Option C.
Right, it's 3. So option C is correct. Next question is, what is the process of combining data from several sources to produce new data called? Options are data collection, data fusion, information fusion,
D.
data
Data
D.
fusion.
Data
Data
fusion.
fusion.
Data fusion.
Yeah.
data fusion. Yes, option B is correct. That is data fusion. Next question is fill in the blank. IIoT is based upon blank approach. Options are wrap and reuse, rip and replace, wrap and replace, wrap and reuse.
Answer C.
Option A, wrap and reuse.
Yes, it's option A, wrap and reuse. Next question is true or false. Zigbee variants such as Zigbee, Zigbee Pro, and others are not compatible with each other. Is this statement true or false?
True.
True. They all are incompatible.
Right, this statement is true. Next question is what function is useful for generating the same set of random number every time a program is rerun? Options are random gen, random int, then random seed. Last one is const random.
Const random.
Option B.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? It's random seed. So option C is correct. Next question is what is a cyber physical system equipped with sustainable models of energy production, distribution and usage? Options are ICT, grid, smart grid, traditional grid.
Option C.
Option C. Anyone else? Yes, it's option C. Okay, so we have completed 80 questions. Let's take a break of 5 minutes. After that, we will continue. I have shared the link. You can access the PDF from this link. let's start now. Next question is, what type of networks in term of range are piconets used to refer? Options are long range, medium range, short range, very short range. Anyone?
Option C, short range.
Right, option C is correct, short range. Next question is, which of the following may be referred to as transducer? Options are sensor, actuator, neither sensor nor actuator, both sensor and actuator.
Both.
Please mute.
D number, ma'am.
D, both sensor and actuator.
Both, ma'am, both.
Please mute. Yeah, so correct option for this is D, both sensor and actuator. Next question is, which of the following properties in smart grid covers load forecasting? Options are power system efficiency, B is distributed generation, C is power quality, D is consumer participation. Anyone?
Power system efficiency.
Power system efficiency. Okay, anyone else? Correct option for this is power quality. Next question is, Web of Things enables access and control over IoT resources and application using which of the following mainstream web technologies? Options are Ruby and Rails, Ajax, WordPro, both Ruby and Rails and Ajax, all of these. Anyone? Correct option for this is D, both Ruby and Rails and Ajax. Next question is, in tunneling, the nodes communicate to remote anchor point instead of channeling their packets through the router. Which of the following is not a tunneling solution? Options are proxy mobile IPv6, client based mobile IPv6, network mobility, none of these.
I think, ma'am, A.
A, proxy mobile IPv6. Okay, anyone else? Yes, A is correct. That is proxy mobile IPv6. Next question is, a signal with power 2 milliwatt is distorted by noise with power 0.002 milliwatt and interference of 0.001 milliwatt. What is the signal to interference plus noise ratio in dB? Options are 28.23, 2.823, 38.23, 3.823. Please calculate this. Okay, formula. Do you know the formula or should I tell?
Ma'am, please tell.
Okay, so formula for calculating signal to noise ratio in decibel is 10 log, right, 10 log to the base 10 inside brackets, so signal power divided by noise plus interference power. Got it? 10 log base is 10 inside bracket signal power divided by interference plus noise power. So basically it will be 10 log inside your bracket 2 milliwatt divided by 0.02 plus 0.01, that is 0.003. Calculate this value and tell me the answer. Anyone who solved? You can use calculators as well. Anyone? Are you guys solving or not?
Is it A?
Yes, it's 28.23.
Yes.
So this is the formula. 10 multiply by log base is 10 signal power divided by interference power plus noise power. Next question is, how can flooding be detected in an SDN operating under open flow? Options are flows in the user device, B is flow rules at the end device, C is port statistics at the switches, D is flow rules at the switches. Anyone? No? B. Anyone else? Correct option for this is C, that is port statistics at the switches. Next question is, a fog cloud architecture deploys or utilizes both fog and cloud platforms. 25% of the task request use both platforms, that is fog and cloud. 40% use cloud platform. What percent of those which use the cloud also used fog? Options are 62.5, 60.5.5, 71.5, 60.5. Solve this. Okay, hint is you can use conditional probability. Basically both cloud and fog is given, that is intersection of fog and cloud is 25%. Those who are using cloud, that is probability of cloud is 40%. And now you have to calculate probability of those which used cloud also used fog, probability of C given that F.
Ma'am, A.
A 62.5. Okay, anyone else? Yes, it's A. So basically this is the formula. So this is the formula for conditional probability. Basically you have to the intersection part you have to keep in the numerator, and in the denominator you have to write the probability of that part which you have to calculate. Basically you have to calculate the probability of being used cloud given that fog is already used. So probability of cloud you have to write in the denominator. So by putting the value it will be 25 divided by 40, so it is 62.5%. Next question is, which of the following is primarily a time series database management system? Options are
A.
SQL,
No. A.
board,
SQL.
SQLite. Okay, anyone else?
A.
A. It is for time series. Correct option for this is B, that is InfluxDB. Next question is, which of the following typically sports data of larger size? Options are structured data structure, unstructured data structure, neither A nor B, none of the above.
Unstructured data structure.
Right, it's unstructured data structure. Next question is, in collaborative conceptualization theory of semantic interoperability, a collaborative sign is represented as cosine ABCD. In the above representation, what is D? Options are cosine internal identifier, natural language, interpretant, cosine dictionary. Anyone? No? Correct option for this is, okay, someone has replied.
Ma'am, C.
Anyone? C. C is interpretant. Yes, C is correct. Next question is, state whether true or false. Fog computing paradigm is designed to complement the services of cloud and will eventually replace the cloud. True or false?
False.
False.
False. Right, this is false. Next question is, which among the following is a wearable Arduino board? Options are Arduino Uno, Arduino Mega, Redboard Arduino, Lilypad Arduino. Lilipad Arduino. Next question is, what protocol does the Odin agent and master use to communicate with each other? Options are TCP, UDP, TCP IP, Odin protocol. Anyone? Correct option for this is Odin protocol. Next question is, a cloud server receive request from three users A, B and C, which makes up 25%, 35% and 40% of the total traffic. From past experience, 5%, 4% and 2% of the traffic produced by these users are malicious. If request was found to be malicious, what is the probability that the request was made by user A? Options are 44 divided by 69, 25 divided by 69, 13 divided by 24, 11 divided by 24. Do I need to give hint? Are you solving or do you need hint?
Ma'am, please give the hint.
Okay. So, you have to use probability concept, Bayesian theorem, Bayes theorem. Are you solving or should I tell the answer?
Is it B?
B 25 by 69. Yes, it's B 25 by 69. So basically this is the theorem, Bayes theorem. So probability of A given that B occurs is, this is the formula. So you can use this formula, you just have to put the values and by solving this you will get 25 divided by 16, which is approximately equal to 36.2%. Next question is, true or false, the DHT22 sensor may be used by both Raspberry Pi and Node MCU devices. Is this statement true or false?
True.
True. Anyone else? Yes, this statement is true. Next question is, IEEE 802.15.4 identifies reduced function devices and full function devices as two different types of network nodes. FFD can talk to other FFD or RFDs. However, RFD can only talk to FFD. Such hierarchy leads to which of the following network topology? Star, mesh, both star and mesh, none of these.
Both, ma'am.
Both. Anyone else? Yes, it's both star and mesh. Next question is, in Python, the following is the syntax of the sleep function. So time dot sleep in seconds. The argument second should be blank, integer, float, either integer or float, range. Anyone?
Ma'am, it's C.
C, either integer or float. Right. Next question is, in the remote IoT data logging experiment with Raspberry Pi, can the same experiment be implemented without the resistor? Yes or no? So basically, when you are integrating your sensors with Raspberry Pi, is it compulsory to add resistor or not?
Compulsory, ma'am.
Okay, anyone else? So if you are not adding any resistor, then are you not able to get the data? It's it's not. Yeah. You can basically get the data without using a resistor. Basically, it's not compulsory.
Okay, ma'am.
Next question is, X act as trust center and repository for security keys. What is X? Options are Zigbee end devices, Zigbee coordinator, Zigbee router, Zigbee repo.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you share the drive link again, please? Because I was joined now.
Okay. I have shared in the chat box. Okay. Anyone for this question? No. Correct option for this is B. That is Zigbee coordinator. Next question is, what port number is typically used for secure shell protocol, that is SSH? Options are 8080, 443, 22, 445. Anyone?
Ma'am, C.
C, 22. Okay, anyone else? Here are others, only one person is giving responses. Yeah, it's C, that is 22. Next question is, which of the following mechanism are used by IPv6 protocol suite for address auto configuration on attached link? Options are Slack, IKBs, IKEV2, both Slack and IKEV2, none of these.
Ma'am, both.
Both. Anyone else?
Answer C.
What?
C answer.
Repeat please. C.
Yeah.
Anyone else? correct option for this is A, that is Slack, stateless address auto configuration. Next question is smart route request replaces intermediate route reply while retaining the loop freedom nature and security mechanism of load-ng routing protocol. In case of smart route request, if an intermediate load-ng router has already a routing entry to the destination, it will retransmit the route request to the destination by blank instead of blank. Options are unicast, broadcast unicast, multicast unicast, unicast multicast. Anyone? No? Correct option for this is D, that is unicast and multicast. Next question is which of the following is responsible for blocking codes and programs that may affect your computer? Options are firewall, proxy, HTTP, IDS. Anyone?
Proxy.
Proxy. Anyone else? It's firewall. Next question is in 6-LoWPAN packet format, hop limit is decremented by 1 by each node that forwards the packet. The packet is discarded if hop limit is decremented to 0. What is the format of hop limit? Options are 8-bit signed integer, 6-bit signed integer, 8-bit unsigned integer, 6-bit unsigned integer. Anyone? So correct option for this is 8-bit unsigned integer. Next question is how many port numbers are there in networking? Options are 2 raised to power 15 minus 1, 2 raised to power 16 minus 1, 2 raised to power 17 minus 1, 2 raised to power 18 minus 1. Anyone?
Ma'am, A.
A. Anyone else? It's B, that is 2 raised to power 16 minus 1. Next question is RPL is a protocol based on distance vector and operates on options are IEEE 802.11, IEEE 802.13, 802.15, 802.17. Anyone? Correct option for this is C, that is IEEE 802.15. Next question is true or false. In contrast to constraints in TCAM memory in SDN, WSN have the ability to accommodate as many as control messages as required. True or false? Anyone? No? statement is false. Next question is, which of the following is the extension of your Python file in Raspberry Pi? Options are .py, .pi, .rpi, .rpy. Anyone? Extension of your Python file. So correct option for this is .py. Next question is, in the absence of flow rule, what packet does SDN switch send to the controller? Options are packet in, packet out, packet REQ, that is packet request, packet TTL. Anyone? No? So correct option for this is A, that is packet in messages. Next question is, 6LoWPAN is an acronym of, options are 6 low power wireless personal area network, IPv6 over long wireless personal area network, 6 long wireless personal area network, IPv6 over low power wireless personal area network.
Answer A.
D, ma'am, D.
D is correct, right. IPv6 over low power wireless personal area network. Next question is, which of the following is a property that allows cloud access independent of devices and locations? Options are scalability, multi-tenancy, agility, ubiquitous. Anyone?
Ma'am, C.
Agility. Okay, anyone else? It's D. Ubiquitous means that is present everywhere. So it is D.
Okay, ma'am.
Next question is, which of the following is true for cloud computing services? Options are high cost and high maintenance, low cost and high maintenance, low cost and low maintenance, high cost and low maintenance.
Low cost and high maintenance.
Okay, anyone else? It's low cost and low maintenance. You don't have to do anything with cloud computing services. You just have to pay for the services which you are taking, right? So this maintenance part you don't have to do anything. So basically it's low cost and low maintenance. Next question is, true or false? Zigbee communication is based on IEEE 802.15.3 standard. True or false? Anyone?
Ma'am, false.
False. Okay. So what is the standard for Zigbee?
15.
What? Can you please repeat? Yes, this statement is false and the standard is 802.15.4. Next question is, typically cloud security service policies cover which of the following? Options are theft, leakage, deletion, all of these. Anyone? No? So correct option for this is all of these. Next question is, which of the following is not a component of policies in SDN? Options are controller, gateway, orchestration, service logic. Anyone? So correct option for this is gateway. Next question is, in the IoT connectivity layer, which of the following services are service provider responsible for? Options are services, local connectivity, global connectivity, none of these.
Ma'am, B.
B is local connectivity. Yes, B is correct, local connectivity. Next question is, what are variables that are declared and has its scope within a function in Python called? Options are global variable, local variable, hierarchical variable, dangling variable. Anyone? So correct option for this is B, that is local variable. Next question is, in the SDN-wise protocol stack, which layer contain the flow rules? Options are forwarding layer, routing layer, topology manager, emulated node. Anyone? So correct option for this is forwarding layer. Next question is, in Raspberry Pi, what is the command for capturing an image? Options are respi capture, respi cam, respi snap, respi still. No? Correct option for this is respi still. Next question is, which method of data analysis involves observing the data? Options are qualitative, quantitative, both qualitative and quantitative, neither qualitative nor quantitative.
Ma'am,
Qualitative.
both.
Yes, it's qualitative. Next question is, how many channels does the wireless HART employ in 2.4 GHz band to increase reliability? Options are 4, 14, 15, 21.
14.
14. Okay, anyone else? Correct option for this is 15. Next question is, in typical wireless multimedia sensor network deployments, what is the relation between number of camera and scalar sensors? Options are S is less than C, S is greater than C, S is equal to C, none of the above. Anyone? So it is B. That is, your scalar sensor should be greater than as compared to your number of cameras. Next question is, which IoT technology in smart cities is responsible to concisely integrate the functionality and communication capability of all involved devices? Options are RFID, wireless sensor networks, addressing middleware. Anyone?
RFID.
No, it's middleware. Next question is, true or false? Smart grid helps the customer in reducing their power electricity cost. True or false?
True.
Yes, the statement is true. question is, what external hardware module is necessary for loading the programs into Arduino board? Options are ESP8266, ESP32, ESP12E, none of these.
Yeah.
Anyone else? It's none of these. You don't require any external hardware to load your programs to Arduino board. Next question is, typically what is the nature of V2X architecture? Options are centralized, decentralized, distributed, does not matter. Anyone? Correct option for this is distributed. Next question is, typically what type of storage is generally offered by fog nodes? Options are transient, permanent, historical analysis, all of the above.
All of the above.
Anyone else? It's fog nodes. Okay, I'll share the link again. It's transient storage, because if fog nodes are going to store the data permanently, it is not basically possible, because the storage which is provided by fog is very less. So transient storage is offered by fog nodes.
Okay, ma'am.
Next question is, in data center networking, when should the flows be classified for adequately forwarding them on the network? Options are before inserting the flow rules, on inserting the flow rule, after inserting the flow rule, none of these. Anyone? So correct option for this is before inserting the flow rules. Next question is, XMPP is suitable for cloud computing deployment and does not support M2M and P2P communication, true or false? Anyone? This statement is false. So these were the questions. So you can expect similar kind of questions in your exam, because some of the questions which I have discussed today I have taken from the exams which were conducted previously. Okay, so okay, all the best for your exam, and the PDF I'll share in the chat box again. Yeah, in the chat box I have given the link of the Google Drive. You can access the PDF from there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.